You know, I'm in my feelings this morning.
I don't
really
know why
have an
you're in your
attitude.
feelings.
I
I
really
don't
have an
want
attitude.
to. I don't
People
want
pissing me
to.
off.
I don't want to waste my time talking about the Democratic Party.
Well, I think we need to, because what happened this week is indicative to why they probably won't get elected another term. Ladies and gentlemen, I am O.
And I am Nigeal Comaneci.
And we are
Candid and Clear.
We are the best podcast that will bring you politics, current events, and relationship issues.
Let me tell you what I need you to do. Go out and like, comment, share, and subscribe across all social media platforms.
Let me make this clear.
We got to talk about the lame ducks. We just did this Tuesday night. Everybody knows that they're lame ducks and they're having an attitude because they didn't win. It's indicative of a 6-year-old kindergarten tantrum or whatever that has gone on way too long. And there is nobody to correct them. The courts will correct Trump and tell him when he's wrong. Nobody corrects the senators.
Because they're not in position to. You're absolutely right.
So
and it pisses me off. Why can't you just stand up and clap for a little black boy? You hate this white man so much, you can't even stand up for a little black boy that the white man recognized for cancer. That's bullshit.
I think it is a lot of that. It is a lot of petty. It is so unprofessional. And when we talk about decorum, because we've talked about that, they lack it. They don't have it.
That was garbage. I am disgusted. And I'm disgusted because that was so simple. You could have stood and clapped.
Yeah.
You could have stood and clapped. Hey, little black boy that we really don't care about. We're really clapping so we don't look stupid because we really don't care about you. We care more about our hatred for the guy who's the president right now, but we really don't care about you.
That would have been accurate, but the reality is nobody is real these days.
Nobody's real.
Nobody's real.
Yeah, it's all BS. Yeah.
This is staged.
Right? 100. Makes me.
So to me, it's no different than January 6th.
It's no different.
Facts.
That is a fact.
It's no different than January 6th. It's the same behavior. It's not the same incident, but it's the same behavior.
I understand that you don't like Trump. I understand that you don't like his policies. Cool. That's what democracy is about. But I'm going to say this one more time. I'm going to make this clear.
Okay.
I'm black first. America second. Get mad. I don't care. Y'all put me on the BIE list several years ago. So whatever it is, what it is. But what you're not going to do, Democratic Party, is sit there and ignore this little black boy's accomplishments, of whom which you want in the Democratic Party. So years from now, he can rewind this and watch this and say, dang, my own party couldn't even take the energy to stand up and clap for me when I got the stage because you hate this white man so much. Okay. Your politics is more important than the people. Thank you so much for exposing who you actually are, Democratic Party.
I think it happens on all parties. I'm American first.
Wait. It happens where?
It happens in all parties.
So the Democratic Party is just as nasty, racist, and conniving as the Republican Party. Thank you so much for that.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you think that we were different?
I didn't think there was a difference. But you know what? I apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I fell victim to the hope and the bullshit. And I was like, you know what? The Democratic Party, they just might turn around and get it together.
No, you didn't, because you're independent. I would submit to you that is a lie.
I was being unbiased. I was genuinely being unbiased.
No, you didn't.
I said, they're going to get it together. They're going to get it together because they have to get it together if they want to win.
Are you trying to deceive them people or are you trying to deceive yourself?
I'm trying to convince myself that there's hope for the Democratic Party.
Convince yourself. Keep working on that. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm American first, because here is the thing. When you put yourself into different subgroups, and being a global citizen, this will definitely make me unpopular. Other countries do not replicate all the subcategories that we have here. They are unnecessary if you are an American. They are absolutely unnecessary. It gives you more distractions, more things to fight over, so you can miss the bigger picture because you never see it, because you continually amongst yourself divide the pie.
Stop right there, because that's valuable. Because here y'all see a difference between us. And I'm going to throw this out there. as divisive
Mm-hmm.
as Black First may be.
It is. No, it's not. Maybe it is. It's like white first. It is. They
Fair.
are the same
Fair. I
devices.
have been called a Black supremacist. I sure have.
Okay.
All right. With that being said,
Mm-hmm.
when I took on that mantra to say, you know what,
Mm-hmm.
Black First, I understood, just like the Black Panthers understood, that we are just like the Klan in our own right. Because they want white supremacy. Black Panthers want it. Well, I'm going to say, I want black. Nah, I'm going to say that. But wait a minute. Listen to what I'm doing here. This argument I'm having purposely with myself, one party saying, hey, let's unite, let's unite. Then the other party, who's supposed to be the uniting party, is saying, no, 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 no.
Well, I think Malcolm X learned that you can't exclude the people who oppressed you. He is the greatest example that exclusion doesn't work. And when he shifted,
Are you paying attention to what we're doing on this stage right now?
When he shifted,
did he shift or did he just realize?
Either way, whatever it is, the argument changed. So the scales shifted.
Stay with shift, yeah.
Yeah. When he shifted his idea of an ideal America, he met his demise
immediately.
Right.
So here's why I love to say Black First, because it's the Democratic Party that said the Republicans don't care about Black people.
They did, but
it
that's
was
a
also,
lie.
And that was a lie.
That's a lie.
But then, as soon as we question you, well, great. What are you going to do for Black people? Oh, well, I'm not just going to do anything for Black people. I'm doing it for all people. Wait a minute. But when the Republican Party says that,
mainly immigrant people who are non-Black, mainly transgender people, mainly all types of other groups that don't even mention Black or put them in the front.
And last I checked, a Black man put that in place.
Now, just going to say this.
I
think it's incredibly interesting to say that you believe in diversity and none of the large government contracts for diversity are run by minority firms. I think that's incredible to say that you believe in diversity, and then you throw in terms like equity and inclusion because they benefit, right? A mantra or a theme or a shift in your own, or let's just call it what it is, a divergence in your own thinking. And so we added those words in because diversity was enough. We didn't need.
I have a problem because you sold me on Black First.
When was the first time they sold you?
Ooh.
Was the first time you've been sold?
Ooh.
I'm telling y'all.
Excuse me.
Hot sauce and ketchup.
I'll recant my statement and re-articulate. You have repetitively sold me on, well, they don't care about Black people. They don't care about Black people. Well, we need this, diversity, equity, and inclusion to make us all even and all equal. But the Republican Party has been saying,
but yet we are not. If you do the numbers right now, we are not. That is not true. That is not true. Listen, let me tell you something, people. I'm a brown-skinned girl from Mississippi.
Double minority.
And God saw fit, saw fit to send me to Europe, to Ireland. There are very few African American people there who are not immigrants. Right. I have had some of the best experiences in my life and exposure in my life by non-African American people. Some of the best favor in my life has come from people who are not African American. I got sent to Ireland by, I would say he was an Irish man, but clearly native Irish man who thought that I did great work. And he pushed for me to be in the forefront and to get that opportunity. And a 1-year opportunity became a almost 4-year opportunity because he believed in me, had faith in me, and pushed me to the forefront. He didn't care about my color because he wasn't from the U.S. He didn't have any knowledge of color. He just wanted people who did great work. So I like to believe that none of that matters. Forgive me for feeling that way. But when I look back over my life, I don't see anything to support the idea that it has to be African American to support me and push me to the front, because among our community, we don't do it for each other. When you look like you getting ahead, then we do what they did to Malcolm X and Martin Luther King.
Get
but
your
I'll
hand out
sit
of my
here.
pocket.
Right. I'll sit here and wait till somebody show me some examples of where we actually continuously. How many people can Oprah put on?
Let me.
No. How many people
can
Oprah put on? How many people can she give an opportunity to have? But the question is, how many can she and how many has she?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. My mama, I'm gonna give a shout out to my mama.
Okay.
There's a phrase that I learned from my mama that I will never forget.
Mm-hmm.
She said, the higher a monkey climbs a pole or a tree, the better you see his ass.
I love that.
I'm going to say this to y'all one more time.
Because that's true.
You cannot be pro-black, black first, and have an issue with white supremacy.
Absolutely not.
You cannot. And I'm standing here telling you that I was on the BIE list. Government, all in my foolishness.
Right.
But I need you to understand, I cannot, under any circumstances, stand up and say, well, I'm standing for, I'm pro-black. I'm pro-black, and then be mad at the white man for being pro-white. Or the Hispanic for being pro-Hispanic, etc., etc.
Let me just ask you this. I'm going to pick on you because you always give me a great example. But I don't mean this. But why do we have to be the black John Wick?
And you know what?
See, why?
No. Great.
No.
I'm going to ask. That was a great debate.
If you John Wick, just John Wick.
Well, let's be fair. Fair. And of course, I didn't give myself that name.
I know you didn't. I'm just using it because it's a really good example.
And again, and thank you for that, because we do need to discuss this on this particular platform versus the other. Black folks, watch this. The reason Black John Wick exists is it comes from the same school of thought, same ideology of why everybody put their dashikis on and showed up to the theaters for Black Panther.
Well, let me take you another place. Look at what it's done for you. Look at what it's done for your brand.
Come on.
So hold on a minute.
I can't negate that.
And you cannot step away from it.
Cannot.
Yeah, you cannot. Not even if you wanted to.
If I want to.
Because it has
I go to different countries. Black John Wick.
Yeah.
Black John Wick. I've literally,
It has enriched your brand
Yes.
and your pocket that now even if I wanted to separate, I cannot.
You got to eat that.
Yeah. You got to own that. No, you got to own it.
Own it, all of that.
You have to own it.
And that comes with, thank you for that. That comes with the territory.
It does.
So whatever you say you stand up for, you got to own it. All that comes with it.
Everything.
And excuse me, my cousin mad at me.
Who mad now?
I cussed my cousin out this morning.
Don't do that.
I cussed him out on the Facebook. I did.
Why did you have to do it publicly?
Because I wanted to show, like I'm doing now, my public outrage. I'm going to say this one more time. Clapping for that little black boy is more important than your stupid ass politics. Because after the fact, you walk around dancing to Kendrick Lamar. They ain't like that. I'm tired of hearing that song.
I think I hate that song. And I'm so excited for what Drake is doing to it.
Oh my God.
Because it's crazy that in all the politics that we had, and
so now you're gonna talk about Canada.
Well, I am because I believe this right here.
Come on.
It is what he's doing is inherently American. In that you took that song and in all your politics, you put it on the front stage, you gave it a lot of Grammys, you made it really, really popular, and all of this, that, and the other.
Got it in heavy rotation.
Except he didn't make no money. And when you finished and you did the numbers, I didn't even have an album last year, and I still made more money, and he is nowhere on the list of the money makers because it is what pop culture does. They hype up a broken thing, and it's still broke when they finish with it. It's a well-known broken thing, but it made you no money. So it did not really progress you. It just made you popular.
It made some white folks money,
I don't care.
It made some white folks money.
I don't care to be popular. That's not my mantra. I don't want to do that. My children can't eat my popularity. My children can't cash in my popularity. But y'all can dance all over Instagram and TikTok and all this, that, and the other, and people will know the song, but they have not bought the song and they have not streamed the artist. So we did not improve anything, progress anything. And I want to say that you didn't progress anything. And even in you doing that, you still went and enriched Drake's pockets. So you can call him anything you want. Call him paid, because that's what they say at the bank.
You know, if we as a people didn't have this throw me something, Mr. mentality, we would actually get somewhere. Because you're right. You did all of that. You put it on the grand stage. You appeared to be pro-black. You appeared to support the people. You appeared to be the one. And how, y'all say what you want. Kanye said a white man get paid off all of that. But you, sir, you were used as a spectacle.
Absolutely.
To promote an idea that was absolutely false.
And it wasn't even profitable for you. Because none of your real, what they call it, deep woke work, none of that work is featured on the Grammys. None of that work, right, is doing numbers. None of that work was done at the Super Bowl. It's still real deep. It's still real woke, and it's still way at the back of the bus. But I'm gonna leave that with you.
Stay there. Stay there. Y'all so deep. Y'all so woke. Why is Kendrick Lamar's albums not doing the numbers that Drake albums are?
I think what we would have to say is that the woke people don't listen to music.
The woke people.
The woke people are not listening to music. Because it looked like the woke people are listening to Drake when I do it by the numbers, but I'm just saying. See, I'm going to admit that I listen to Drake. I like him. I like old Drake. I like new Drake, right? I just like Drake. I think he is incredibly clever. I think he is incredibly intelligent. I love the way his lyrics play on words and his creativity around it. I love it when he switches songs in the middle and it feels like I got two songs instead of one. I love all of that. I love the innovation that he brings to the game. I love the way he collaborates and partners. 21 Savage, Party Next Door. I love that because he is the consummate collaborator. And that is really what it's all about when you talk about putting people on. And I don't really care for the likes of Sexy Red, but he even put her on, right? So
I like Glorilla.
I like what he stands for.
Okay.
But the woke one, y'all say, I'm going to wait.
All right.
I'm going to wait because somebody's going to come back when we publish this or whatever in the comments and try to correct me. But I just gave you $1 million worth of game right there. $1 million worth of game. Drake got on and he put several other people on. He brings people to the forefront with him. So now we all have our individual tables. So when something goes wrong at my table, I can come eat at your table. Y'all not all trying to eat at mine, but I'll wait while you correct me on that.
Well, on that note, we're going to fly from Canada to Florida. The Florida boy who
we didn't clap for,
who is all the way underrated, recently sold his catalog for a stupid amount of money, hundreds of millions, I think. TPain. And then he made a statement just within the last 48 hours about flying private versus flying first class commercial. And this is what he did. And I'm going to give you some other numbers as well. I'm proud of TPain. This is TPain we're talking about.
Okay.
TPain, for those of you who are not from Florida and don't understand, T stands for Tallahassee Pain. Okay? I remember when I was coming up when he was just a regular.
You remember he was in love with a stripper?
Before that.
Okay.
I remember all that. Before it was just TPain in Tallahassee. You know, FAMU right there, Florida State right there. We come up from Cookman and be like, hey, okay, cool, whatever. Right? But now he's the TPain. He made a statement. He said, why would I spend $100,000 to fly from here to here when I can only spend $800 and fly first class?
Right.
Amazing to me because it makes you think. I'm gonna be transparent. You know this, right?
Yep.
So if I decide to fly a young lady to dinner, let's just say I'm gonna fly. Let's use a great one, College Station. If I fly from Denton or Grand Prairie to College Station. That's a 2.5 hour flight.
Right.
If I catch a tailwind, I can do 2 hours. Right?
Okay.
Pushing it.
Pushing it.
That's going to cost me at least $225 an hour. And that's 5 hours.
Of your time.
Right. That's Hobbs engine time, right? So because they charge you for the engine. Now, if I fly out of Grand Prairie and I don't have to put gas in it, right? I fly it there, nice dinner, and fly it back. Before we even get the ticket for the dinner, I've already committed to $1,100.
Right.
Off the rip.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, with that being said, that's a leisure. That's a luxury. Now you understand why you got to perform when I fly you out.
Right.
Because that ain't cheap.
Well, again.
Because you could have drove to College Station.
Could have.
For $25 and had the same meal.
For $45.
$45 because of, 93 octane. You need 45. You understand?
$45.
So that was an amazing
Plus I gave you an experience.
I gave you an experience.
I gave you an experience that you would not have been privy to had I not orchestrated for you. And I use that word a lot because I like it. If it bothers you, you get over it.
You know what? I don't mean to pivot too much right now. We'll get to that in the next second. But Chocolate Pawpaw does orchestrate.
A lot of things.
Ooh.
A lot of things, because when you pour in a woman, right, she pours back. And she pours from a gallon bucket.
Let me tell you something.
She does. And I'm going to say that. And she makes everything easy, because men would like to say how they want it to be easy to be with us. You want it to be easy to be with your woman? Give.
I posted.
The better you give.
It caused flack. It caused flack. You saw it. I posted.
I did.
It was a couple of females running around asking about old Pawpaw.
You about to preach?
I got a word in my belly. I got a word in my belly.
Okay.
They was asking around if I was baby girl's man or her trick.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Do you hear me?
Both of them.
Both of them. I asked a fool on purpose.
Well, I think, remember how I told you, if you won't spend about me.
Come on. And you know what? Here's the crazy part.
I don't want to be there.
Pawpaw,
this old non-flavorless, this old lack of effort. Wait a minute. It's not about the money. It's the effort.
Thank you.
It is the effort. Everybody is so quick to put a dollar sign.
Stay right there. Back up. I don't want to graze over.
Oh, okay.
I want you to marinate on it. See, let's be fair. Pawpaw spend the bag. I ain't got a problem with that. But that ain't where it's at. That ain't where your power at, sir. I'm gonna go back to it. Spending a couple dollars, it feel good. But can you regulate her nervous system?
I'm going to say it again. I am a curator of wonderful experiences. What? That is what I am.
They're not listening.
I do my best work, and it doesn't matter where it is, whether it's the home that you live in. It's damn, this bitch done thought of everything. The bed raise up, lay down, it get warm, it get cold, it do okay. I am a curator of experiences, and there is no reason in this day and time that every man that has a cell phone, $1,500 little computer in your pocket or whatever, and Google and access to Chat GPT can't be a curator of experiences for his woman. Because when you do that for me, I equally want to do that for you. Now we rich to each other, because see, we each other's trick. We rich to each other.
So at that point, I'm no longer a trick. I'm an investor.
No, we're tricking on each other. We're investing in each other.
Come on.
We're growing each other. We're cultivating each other. And what is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Why do we have to go and try to keep a tally mark and say, oh, he spent this on her, he spent that on her? He did. But since he mine, though.
I saw a post. And I thought about it. I said, it's a lot of men spending a lot of money on these women per their demand, and these same women are crying themselves to sleep at night.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
One baby girl, I saw her post.
Yeah.
Go.
No, go. I'm listening.
I saw her post. She said, I got this, I got that. I got this, I got that, and I ain't got no man. What am I doing wrong? And I thought to myself, no, I can't reply to that. That's gonna be a long list. The man that your ideal man, whatever that may be, whatever your ideal man is, you need to find out what he is into. What I mean by into, what type of woman he's into, because your ideal man may not be compatible with who you portray to be and who you put out there, who you very well may be, which means you have to make a change. I'll leave that right there. I don't do too much. That's what lead me to my next point.
I think that is incredibly honest. If a man is, I'm gonna say this, and I'm putting names on it because I can, and it's fine. Y'all will cut it and do whatever you want to do to it. But LeBron James's wife, to me, I think her name is Savannah or something like that. She is the epitome of soft to me. Or I'll say this, she appears to be the epitome of soft. Whether she really is, I don't know. I don't know, sis.
A soft woman can really be. I'm
gonna say this, baby. But I don't believe Sue is as soft as she appeared to be. It's not that I don't believe that she doesn't live in soft girl era. She does, or whatever. She is the consummate supporter, and it doesn't take away her ability to be a boss in her own right. Because
you can be soft and a boss. Thank you. Do that. Do that whole. Y'all look over there.
It's the way that she shows up for him, right? And she puts that in the forefront, in the first. And quite honestly, ladies, I'm a boss in my own right, but he got to be in the front. You got to push him to the front. If you don't, then you just want to be by yourself. I don't care what you say about, oh no, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the CEO. I'm all of those things, baby, but I'm a wife first. And yeah, all them labels, yeah, they good. They go to the side though. Because if something happens and daddy calls, I become a wife. I switch over and stop all of that. Everything can stop my mama.
But see,
my mama taught me that. I saw that. Let me say it like this. Your mama
wasn't a hoe.
No.
I'm finna get a walk out this goddamn thing. Look here.
My mama was married to the same man for 50 years and only had 2 boyfriends in her life. No.
Your mama didn't teach you to use men.
No, you don't have to use them. No, the Bible is very clear that he should love you like God
loved the
church. And God says that men should give unto his bosom. So men walking around talking about they don't give to women. I don't even listen to them, talk to them, because I know they never even open the good book and understand what their role is. But woman, understand what your role is.
Do me a favor. I have to. I want us to get more. I don't think they're hearing it. Go back. Cause see, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
A woman who is a soft boss will get everything from me.
Or she appears. She might not really be a soft boss. See, who I am as the founder of MAG is not who I am with my old man.
That's why I call it soft boss.
Them is 2 different people. Right.
Soft hyphen boss.
Right. But the thing is that I don't bring the energy that I bring to the boardroom into my house. That I don't do. That they don't coexist. He don't know her. You go up to him and tell him that I showed out, I said this, he'll look at you crazy. He don't know her. If I get upset, I call him black man. That's how he know I'm upset.
So you don't do all the cussing and acting a fool?
With him? No. I don't do anything like that to something that I love. That's reserved for things I detest. I love him. Why would I mistreat him? Is you crazy?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am O.
And I am Nigeal Comaneci.
And we are
Candid and Clear.
We are the best podcast that will bring you politics, current events, and relationship issues.
Let me tell you what I need you to do. Go out and like, comment, share, and subscribe across all social media platforms.
And like, comment,
share, subscribe.